Isaiah 41:27. Alright, Zion. What is Zion? You don't even know what Zion is. You pray 3 times a day, facing towards Jerusalem. You don't even know what Zion is. Why not?
Right. What is Zion?
So you know what an Iker is?
Sounds important. Pun intended, but no, I don't.
An Iker. If we're Lemechol Neshamas today, Avram Avinu was an Iker, archetype. You gotta look up words in the Concordancia like an archetype.
Archetype.
Archetype, that's not how you say it in American English. Archetype, really? There you go, ready? Here's the first archetype. Rishon Litzion, Hine Hinam Yerushalayim B'Vaser Etim. Alright, you want to hear? You'll follow along every verse we do in the English. Isaiah 41:27. Rishon Litzion, Hine Hinam Yerushalayim B'Vaser Etim. Rishon Litzion, behold, Hinam and the Yerushalayim will hail them. Ready?
Yeah.
Go ahead and read it.
27?
Yeah.
Rishon LeZion, Hinei Hinam v'Yerushalayim Mavaseh Eten.
Read in English.
The first ones to come to Zion will announce, behold, they are here.
So in Masechet Pesachim, Dav Hey Amud Aleph base, in the merit of 3 Rishon, Israel was given 3 Rishon. Yeah? Let's look it up inside. Ready?
Yeah.
Pesachim. Ready? You think I'm making this up, don't you?
No.
Yes, you do. Vach. Time to be Rabbi Shmuel. Yiskar Shloisha Rishoyin, Zachu Shloisha Rishoyin. L'chira Zero Shel Esav, Binyan Beis HaMikdash, L'shmo Shel Mashiach. L'chira Zero Shel Esav, D'Gziv Yatsu Rishon Ad Boni, Kulog Deres Shar, L'binyan Beis HaMikdash, L'sif Isa Gavod Barom, Risho Makom, L'mitashenu, L'shmo Shel Mashiach, D'Gziv, Risho Atzir Hina. Oh. Pretty good. Pretty good. So now, what's the gematria of Rishon Hasina Hina 898. The same gematria is Ephraim, Meship, and Yosef. So that's our first Bechina. Right? First Bechina. Bechina Rishon. Sad. Masechet Pesachim. Yeah? And Bechina 898 Lefi Ha'inyan Shemo Shel Mashiach.
Is that Pesachim Hey?
Yes, Hey Amud Aleph.
Yes.
So Rishon LeZion, right, has as much to do with the name of Messiah as according to Pesachim Hey Amud Aleph. So already, what is Zion? What is Sion? It's at least already something like this. And how many times is Sion mentioned in the Tanakh? 156 times. Why is that important?
Gematria
of Zion itself is 156. Gematria of Yosef, 156. Gematria of Kina, 156. Okay, now Rishon LeZion Hina Hina Yerushalayim B'Vaser Etem. Go into the Targum Yonason. Ready? 27. Pitgame Nichmasa Is Naviu Nivaya Kadmin Ad Zion Ha Asol Yerushalayim B'Vaser Etem. What is Pitgame? Nichmasa. Pitgam. Notice where Pitgam? Oh, this is the Aramaic. I wish I would have brought my dictionary, but I didn't. Pitgam.
saying, an expression.
Pitkam Nichmosa, which the comforting, that was prophecy. Melakagmi, the preceding on Zion. Behold, they will come, and to Jerusalem will hail the coming. Okay, so now Rishon LeZion. Rashi, Rishon LeZion, Melech Rishon, Sheyiten Lev LeZion. Hine Zehu Shamart Yafal Pi, Shlo Timar Geula Al Yado Hu Yeh Hamatchil Mi Bechem Mikol Ima. Again, the first king that gave his heart to Zion. Hine Zehu Shamart Yafal Pi, Shlo Tigmar Geula Al Yado Hu Yeh Hamatchil Mi Bechem Mikol Ima. You know this famous thing? I think it was Titus or someone was going to destroy Yerushalayim. Only a king can do it. So what is he saying here? Melech Rishon Sheyiten Lev LeZion Hine Zehu Shamar Yafal Pi Shelo Tigmar Geula Al Yado. So it's I guess it's like Mashiach ben Yosef. It fits very good. The first king of Zion will not finish the Gula. That's why David Melech wasn't allowed to go up right away. That also explains why Shem isn't Mashiach, because he was Rishon LeZion, Malki Tzedek. What's going on to Rishon LeZion? Ready? 557, 156, 186. Wow, that's good. That's really good.
What is it?
743. Sing about Begivat Pinchas Beno. When Pinchas got the land of Har Ephraim, which is Kol Torah 101. It's the first Bechina Kol Torah, Har Ephraim. Right on the money, man. Right on the money. Rishon LeZion. Alright, now. Hinam, Zikne Yisrael Yiu Nechonim Al Pi Divro Ba'alus Mina Geula B'Latchil. Oh, you see that? Everyone says today the Temple Mount you can't go up there. Right? That's a little controversy between Richmond and everybody, right?
Yeah.
So look what we're saying here. This is big. Melech Rishon Sheyiten Lev LeZion Hine Zehu Shamar Yafal Pi Shelo Tigmar Geula Al Yado. The first guy to go up to Zion cannot be the Redeemer. You cannot storm the Temple Mount and say, I'm the Mashiach, look what I did. That's why David couldn't go up. But who yeh machil mivachem mikol amo? He will begin like Nachshon to go up there. Now look, Hinam Zikne Yisrael yiu nechonim al pi diver lalus min hagula lachil. But the elders of Israel, they are fit and proper to by the word, by this word, to go up from exile and start it. Meaning, if you're going to go be a Zionist, you are not Mashiach, but you will begin the redemption. That's what they did. Yerushalayim Levatzir Ten, Ba'osan Hayamim Chagai Zachariah Asher Yizrom Levanos of Yemei Darius Ashlishi Leparas. This is why the prophets went from Darius, and Yerushalayim will hail their coming. Okay.
What are you reading from?
Rashi. Now let's move on to Rishon LeZion, the Radak. Rishon Sheyavu LeZion Mehagalus Yavasir Tzion. Vayomer LeZion Hina Hinam Banecha V'Kefil Amila L'Meherus Ha'inyin. Again, so the first that will come to Zion from Galus will hail Zion, and they will say to Zion, behold your children, blah blah blah, and they will double the language to hurry the Indian. That's what Zionism is all about. It's just going to Zion and hurrying the Indian. Melech Rishon Sheyiten Lev LeZion Hine Zehu Marti L'Mechen Shelo Titzmach Geula Al Yado Hu Yeh Matchil. The first guy to run up to Zion will not be successful to be Titzmach Geula Al Yado. That's why you cannot be the Chokah the Kates. To force the end, you will not do anything. If you were to say, I'm going to go and I'm going to do this, this, and this to the mosque up there, you will accomplish nothing. You yourself. But you will start things in motion.
Yeah.
And those that come in after you will reap the benefits. So the rhetorical question, who wants to go up? Why are you going up anyways? Because you want to make a mark. But God is saying you're not going to make a mark. I've been wondering this question for a long time. Why didn't David HaMelech go up when the Jebusites were starting up? That's why he wanted to be Mashiach. Gufa, if he would have gone up there before Yoav, he would have been nothing. So Yoav sacrificed his life to go up because it rendered him Pasul Lagamri after that. Okay, he's just quoting Rashi. Yosef Karo is quoting Rashi. Rishon Acher Rishon V'zeh Toyer Mavaser. The first after the first, he will be Mavaser Agula. So Eliyahu will not be the first guy. He will be the first after the first, which makes total sense in the second Erevin. Right? Who comes first, Mashiach ben Yosef or Eliyahu and Navi, according to the second Erevin? It's the whole question.
Yep.
According to this, and according to what it's saying there, right? In exchange for 3 Rishon, we'll give you 3 Rishon. And this pasuk is what's used. It sounds to me like Mashiach ben Yosef is the push to go up. Eliyahu and Navi is the one who starts it, and then you have the Gula completed with Shib and David. Hinam is a contraction for Hinahem. Mitsudas David, is that your guy? Is that Klein's guy?
Yes.
Rishon Letzion Ka'aimer. Abal Ani Agid Atidos Asher Rishon Sheyavel Letzion Mehagos Yavasu B'Yomar Hinei Boa Geula V'Meyad Hinehem Yavalu V'Lo Yeh T'Choyos M'Mshucha. He's saying the first guy that goes up out of Gos starts it off. Basically, Zionism was inevitable from the time of the Navi. Right? Whoever makes it back and goes up there will kick it off. Everyone always says, how can we get the Gula started? Well, there's your answer. Get to Zion.
Zionism.
Yeah. Alright, that's pasuk number 1. We're done with pasuk number 1. So now, let's look and find out what is Zion. Rishon Letzion Hine Hinam Yerushalayim Vasarete. The first is Zion. Now it makes sense, doesn't it? The first is Zion. Hine Hinam. Here they are.
Yes.
Yeah, whoever makes it for, which is incredible because now you can understand the 6 oaths of what is Exuvis, right? Of why we can't go up there. I don't think it's saying we can't go up there. It's saying you can't go up there. Now, it sounds like a contradiction. The point is, you don't want to go up there, but you do want to go up there. So the Shavuos hold us back. Someone's inevitably going to go. Then, once the Shavuos are cleared and they sacrifice their lives, now the Gula is primed to follow after the Shavuos are no more. It's like a bluff, like a pawn. So Rishon Letzion Hine Hina Yerushalayim Avasartem. Once you conquer Zion, Yerushalayim will be in the cards. So what is Zion now? Ultimately, Rishon Letzion Hine Hina. Zion is Rishon Letzion. It's the mark. It literally means mark.
The English word sign.
Sign
comes from Zion.
So Sion equals the mark.
Signpost.
Because the Iker is Lo Sion Ela Yerushalayim. It's like the temple. The Iker is not the Kadosh Kadoshim, it's the Mizbeach. The Iker is not Zion, it's Yerushalayim. It's a Chiddush. The Iker is not the Avodas HaKohen Gadol, it's the Karbanos Stam. That's the Iker. So the Iker, it's like the 2-headed beast. I bet you could say this is Mashiach ben David, Mashiach ben Yosef, according to this. Mashiach ben, you got the Sion is first, but not the Iker. Then you have Yerushalayim, which is the Iker, but not first. So who's first? Mashiach ben Yosef. But he's not the Iker. Mashiach ben David then is the Iker, but he's not first. So you have, this is Emes Lamita, what I'm saying. Because the Gra in the book I'm translating this year, Midrash Shlomo, the whole point of redemption, there has to be equal measure. If there's not equal measure, Gula doesn't start. So Mashiach ben Yosef has to be the same darga on every level of equality as Mashiach ben David. Yeah. So you want the fire and brimstone of Mashiach ben David, but you have to have as much chashivas in the Heskalta the Gula as the end. So it's all about starting the Gula on the level of finishing the Gula. That's what this pasuk is, Rishon LeZion. You have to understand, Zion is just the start of the Gula, right? You being all emphatic about the Kohen Gadol and the Karbanos and Yom Kippur and the Kruvim is not the Iker. That will lead you to Avodah Zarah. Because you're gonna be a cheshik for something that's beyond you. The Iker is when you pull back and you look at the whole spectrum. What did it say? Don't get lost, but look in the trees, see the whole forest, whatever it is. So the Iker is the big picture. Yerushalayim, Mashiach ben David, Gula. But you got to start it with Zion, Mashiach ben Yosef. That's why Yosef is the Gematria Zion. Pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
So Zion, really, now we know what Zion is. I think we found a cloud with what Zion is. Zion is this, right? What we just explained is the klal of Zion. Zeh, a klal, shel hakol, sionit, gra'it. This is Vilna Gaon Zionism 101. Next. Pretty good, huh? You didn't know, did you? Alright, so let's go now to Isaiah 59:20. Let's see if he's consistent. 59:20, Isaiah 59:20. So weiter in Shas und Heuskim. 59:20.
Yeah. That's a well-known verse.
Yeah, we're picking all the well-knowns. Okay, here we go. We're going to read it in English.
In English?
I'll read in Hebrew, you read in English. Ubal Zion Goyel, L'Shavei Pesha Yaakov Noam Hashem. Good.
A Redeemer will come to Zion, and to those of Yaakov who repent from willful sins. The word of Hashem.
Okay, so if we understand Zion, according to Psachim and all this thing we did in Rishon LeZion, we should have something good here. So the Yasi with Zion, Pyrik Latava Marodaya, the Beis Yaakov L'Raisa Amar Hashem. That's interesting. It's different. So again, it's they come to Zion, Pyrik Latava. To throw off into return from rebellion, the house of Jacob, L'Oraisa, to Torah, Amar Hashem. We don't have that word Torah in the Hebrew. So he's saying, what is the problem? Is that you're not in Torah. What is the solution? That you're coming back to Torah. So all tshuva here is that you come back to Torah. That's what it means. Ubal Zion Goyel L'Shavi Pesha B'Yaakov Noam Adonai. Mashiach is the one that will bring tshuva by bringing us back to the Araisa. That's what it means. Ubal Zion Goyel. I saw this last night, the Ramban. How do you know if Mashiach came already or not? How would you know? The Lubavitchers want to say that Mashiach already came. How do you know he did or didn't? The Ramban says he did not come. All redeemers are commanded by God to come. Moshe knew he was preparing, but only when he got the mitzvah, Lashon mitzvah, to redeem was he a goyel. David HaMelech was not born a goyel, he was born in person. When Shmuel anointed him, what does it mean anointed? He was commanded to then redeem. So too Mashiach, when he comes with Eliyahu. And so I was looking up your thing. This is you. This is you. I researched the whole thing.
For you.
That when Mashiach gets the commandment, mitzvah, to redeem, he is called Mashiach, Yikra Mashiach.
Yeah.
When he actually goes and acts on that seva, then he's called Goyel. There's a Mashiach and there's a Redeemer. The Arizal makes the same distinctions in his Parish on the Chumash. It's called Goel. One of the four craftsmen, one of the Nusachim of the four craftsmen, is called Goel.
Yeah.
Goel Agadol. Midrash Rabbah Nasai, right? So look what it says here, Ubol et Sion Goyel. That means this is not the Mashiach. This is a level beyond Mashiach. This is where he's been commanded, he knows what to do, and he's going to do it. Ubol et Sion Goyel Shavi Pesha B'Yaakov Noam Adonai. This is the Rambam. I bet you now we understand really the famous clause in the Rambam. There's Mashiach b'vadai and Mashiach b'chizkis Mashiach. Now we know what it is, don't we? B'chizkis Mashiach is Mashiach. No, that's your old definition.
Yeah.
According to the Ramban.
Yeah.
That is the one that Eliyahu has commanded him to be the Mashiach.
Yes.
Now he'll be Yotzi to come at that time. Where's the Rambam? Where's the Rambam? Probably the only people on the planet to know this shot.
You're right, planet.
Yeah?
You're right.
Watch this.
What a disgrace.
It's horrible. If it comes down to me and you, the world's in a sorry place. What am I doing wrong?
What are you looking for?
Bam. Oh, shufti, sorry. There. Go on. Ready? Now we understand what this means. Yalla.
Let's see.
Im Yamud Melech Beis Davi. See, Melech. That means Eliyahu's with him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And he is commanded to be Mashiach.
Yes.
Huga b'Torah v'Oisei v'Mitzvahs k'David Aviv k'Fi HaTorah sh'V'Sar sh'V'Doreh Yechov Kol Yisrael v'Lech Ba v'Chizav v'Lechem v'Lechov v'Chanai Ha'izah v'Chizav sh'O Mashiach. Right?
Yes.
Okay. But that's if he comes as Mashiach. What if he comes as the Goyel? The level after, when he's already in motion. This is when we recognize that aspect. But when he comes in motion, the Goyel. If he comes before he's a Goyel, right? That's called Bechizkis. If he comes as the Goel, that's Bavadai.
Have the Lubavitchers got anything to stand?
No clue. Because that's the whole point. You're not Mashiach until God literally commands you. So that's why the Rambam doesn't mention Mashiach ben Yosef.
What would they have taken for the Lubavitch Rebbe to have been Mashiach?
Eliyahu to have given him the mitzvah to go to the Jewish people and say, hello, I've come to do my job.
What happens if there's no Eliyahu?
It is impossible, according to what you sent me last night in the Ramban. And what the Rambam seems to be echoing the Rambam.
What would a Lubavitch scholar say to you?
The Ramban has his opinions and we have ours.
Boy.
Exactly. But you see, the Pasuk fits Rambam and Ramban. Yes. Apparently no one's arguing. Not Erevin, not Rambam, not Ramban, not the Pasuk. No one argues the Derech L'Gula. There's people that don't know the Shittas that argue. Ready? 20. Kulzman Shitzion Chariva Dayan Lobo Agoyel. As the Vilna Gaon, all the Vilna Gaon did this. This is Kol Torah. This is Zeh Hasod Hagadol Shel Baal Kol Ator. That's it. Sionik Bait. So that means when Zion is destroyed, there's no Goyel, but you can have Mashiach. That's David Melech, who wasn't allowed on the Temple Mount. When you have built the Temple Mount, then you can have the Goyel. Now the only nafkamina in halacha is, do you need Mashiach or a Goyel? The Rambam says you can have either one, either a Mashiach or a Goel. Yes. Either way, Mashiach is only Mashiach because he was commanded to go. It just might be that Hashem is Be'ita Achishena. If it's in its time, it's a Goyel. If it's Achishena, it's Mashiach. Either way, you have to have the commandment to go.
Yes.
You can't sit and say some guy told some guy named Bob to go redeem the people, but he didn't get to do it in time. We think he's Mashiach.
Shabtai Tzvi.
Exactly. She's got to turn people away from the Ra. That is return to Torah, what the Rambam said. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah?
Yes.
Ze'ah Mashiach. Betam Shvi Pesha Kmo Kol Nimsa K'Zuba Sefer. See, Ze'ah Mashiach. Why is he called a Goyel? Because first he's called Mashiach. So now we understand what Melech HaMashiach is. Melech HaMashiach is the Goyel. Mashiach is not the Goyel. Mashiach is the guy who gets the commandment from Eliyahu. One day you're going to go and be this guy. Just like David was Shmuel and Avi. That's called Mashiach. Either Ben Yosef or Ben David, it really doesn't matter. It can be one guy. At that stage, he's called Mashiach Ben Yosef. Then, Mashiach didn't come. Mashiach Ben Yosef dies, correct?
Yes.
So he didn't come. But then God says, okay, now I'm saying go. Now he goes. Whoever it was, he's now Mashiach ben David. Right? So now he's called Melech Mashiach. He's not Mashiach. Mashiach already came and went. Mashiach already died. If you want to call it Ben Yosef, he died. Or if it was just a Mashiach, it was just useless. A Mashiach ben David that didn't come. When he goes, he's called Goyel. Goyel Hainu Melech Mashiach. It's the Otadvar.
Is there a difference between Goel and Goel Tzedek?
Same thing. You understand?
Yeah.
So here it is. Nahum, the word of God. The Inyan Amira. This pasuk is the pasuk where God says, go. When God tells Mashiach to go redeem, he's going to quote this pasuk. Ubalad Siyan Goyel. That's the commandment. Go. Dafka, because it's Lashon Amira. It's a tzivoy. Ze הפסוק של המצווה להגואל צדק אפילו. You're good, huh? So now one last one. Mitzudas David. Az yavo hagoyel l'tzion v'hu. Oh, come on! This is not fair. This is not fair. This is classic. You ready for this?
Go on.
Mitzudas David. You heard what I just said 2 seconds ago.
Yes.
Ubo l'tzion goyel.
Yeah.
That's the Divrei Maskil, correct?
Yes.
Az yavo hagoel l'tzion v'hu melech hamashiach.
Translate.
Just what I just told you, I was miscaving to this.
Say it again.
And it will come a redeemer to Zion.
Yes.
As yavo hagoyel l'tzion, a redeemer will come to Zion.
Yes.
Not Mashiach. V'hu melech hamashiach. There's a darga of Mashiach. There's a darga of Goyel. And there's a darga of melech hamashiach. Mashiach is the one that gets the mitzvah to go. The Goel is the one who goes.
Yes.
The one who was there and went is the Melech Mashiach. Eliyahu is the one that gave the mitzvah. Mashiach ben Yosef is the one that never went. Mashiach ben David is the one that's going to go. That's the entire Gula on 1 foot. Done. Alright, Shvei Pesha b'Yakov, Ratzulom Gam Oisim, B'nei Yaakov, Shiatzu min HaKlal, Yeshuva b'Pesham, Gam lehem Yavo HaMashiach v'Yagolam. This is the Goyim, the base Yaakov. This is the Ger of the world, right? Also those Goyim that are not yet Ger, are the B'nei Necher and Yeshayahu 56:3, right? V'Yeshuva b'Pesham, Gam lehem Yavo HaMashiach v'Yagolam. Mashiach comes for mankind worldwide. That's pretty. You got to admit that's pretty good. All right.
Wonderful.
You heard that?
Yeah.
You've never heard that in your entire life.
You're enjoying it. But
what?
No, but why exactly are we? Is there some argument? Why are we on that?
I still told you that verse in Bamidbar that pasuk was talking about Mashiach and Yosef, when all the sources call it Melech HaMashiach. What that is?
Which verse was it? Just remind me.
Somewhere in Bamidbar. About Edom.
Oh, yeah, Edom, the city.
So it was Melech HaMashiach in every pasuk, and he wanted to say it was Mashiach and Yosef. Now, is that true or false in the end?
False.
Absolutely false.
So what are you saying now? Are you correcting a mistake?
Melech HaMashiach? That's already the guy that went. He's there. It's Mashiach Mamish. That's Mashiach. It's beyond Mashiach ben David. Mashiach ben David is the one who's a goyel. He's the one who is going to redeem.
1 minute. There's Mashiach ben Yosef.
What's Mashiach ben Yosef? All that is somebody preparing to be Mashiach.
Who is
Mashiach is the one that gets the commandment to be Mashiach. The goyel is the one who is now going because God has commanded him to go. He is going to be Mashiach. Then there's Melech HaMashiach. He has arrived and he is as being Mashiach.
1 minute. So 1 minute. You've got Mashiach ben Yosef, Mashiach ben David, Mashiach, Goel, Melech HaMashiach.
Yeah, what's that called? The four craftsmen. All the Nusach of the four craftsmen paint this picture very clearly. Mashiach ben Ephraim, Mashiach ben Menashe, Eliyahu, and the Goel Gadol, Mashiach ben David.
Who's Menashe? Say it again, Melech.
The part of Mashiach ben Yosef that transitions to Mashiach ben David, the one that's going to eventually go and redeem. Mashiach ben Yosef is one that dies because he is not going to redeem. He'll never redeem. He's preparing to redeem. Once God gives him the commandment through Eliyahu, one of the four craftsmen, now he is Mashiach. So which one? He hasn't gone. He's not Mashiach ben David. So which one is he? Mashiach ben Ephraim or Mashiach ben Menashe. Once he is then commanded by God to go, now he's a Goyal Gadol, which is basically a type of Mashiach ben David. When he arrives as being Mashiach, that's called Melech HaMashiach. Proper Mashiach ben Malchus ben David. All the different dargas are stages of the Messiah's redemptive qualities. To then say that Mashiach ben Yosef is because it mentions Yosef in a pasuk, when all the Perush will say Melech HaMashiach, that's complete Amaras.
Is there a difference between Mashiach ben Yosef and Mashiach ben Ephraim?
Mashiach ben Ephraim and Mashiach ben Yosef. Mashiach ben Yosef is the one, I would say Mashiach ben Ephraim is the understanding that Mashiach ben Yosef will in turn become Mashiach ben David. Right? It is one guy, but you cannot say it's one guy because it might not be. So it's the person that has the Amunah, Mashiach ben Ephraim, is to say, right now is Mashiach ben Yosef, I'm not commanded, I'm nothing, but I believe it's going to be me, he says. And eventually he's the one that merits and warrants Eliyahu to come, which transitions into the Goyal and the Melech HaMashiach. And that's why Kol HaTorah does not focus on Mashiach ben Yosef, but Mashiach ben Ephraim. What's the Gematria of Mashiach ben Ephraim? 741. What's the Gematria of Mashiach ben David and Apash? 741.
And ben Menashe is who?
That is the Mashiach ben Yosef that was sent to become Mashiach ben David. That's where the Mashiach ben Ephraim is Mashiach ben David b'koyach, Mashiach ben Menashe is Mashiach ben David b'poil. No longer Mashiach ben Ephraim is the one who has the koyach to be Mashiach ben David from a position of Mashiach ben Yosef. Mashiach ben Menashe is the one that takes the koyach and makes it b'poil. He actualizes his Messiah ability. It's no longer a Munah. He's living it.
How many men are we talking about?
One. In potential, with the one that gets the job done. He's Mashiach ben Yosef because he believes. He's Mashiach ben Ephraim because he really believes. He is Mashiach ben Menashe because he is being led to believe. He is receiving the revelation of Eliyahu, which gives him the Goyal status when he's told to go. When he arrives, he is Melech HaMashiach. Mashiach ben David. Moshe, which was really called Moshe B'Train Mashiachin. Moses and the two Messiahs. Because Mashiach ben David is really called Moshe. Moshe really is the Goyal. He is the Melech HaMashiach. We got it.
No, I haven't got it, but I'm getting it.
I got it.
Yeah.
First time in my life I ever saw it clearly.
First time?
I ever saw that sugya clearly. I never saw it clearly.
Right.
I told you we were going to light fire here. Here, this is a good one. Zechariah 1:14. It's very simple. There's a guy in the world who is destined to be the Mashiach. Okay? He doesn't know too much. We will call him Mashiach ben Yosef, one of the four craftsmen. Yeah?
Yeah.
Cohen Tzedek is Torah Hashem, which is Chachma. He's like Yosef. He's gaining Chachma in jail. But he has a Munah that it's him.
Cohen Tzedek.
Mashiach ben Yosef,
yes,
is learning the wisdom of Cohen Tzedek. That's two. He believes with full Amunah he will be the Mashiach. It's called Mashiach ben Ephraim. Then he merits Eliyahu. There's your four craftsmen. Eliyahu gives him the mitzvah to go and redeem. When he now is transitioning from Koyach to Poil, Mashiach ben Menashe, another craftsman. Then he goes. God says, okay, go. Now he's called Goyal Gadol, which is called Mashiach ben David. Then he arrives. That's called Melech HaMashiach, which is synonymous with Moshe Mashiach. Then he establishes Malchus Beis David instead of Malchus Hakutim.
Malchus who?
Hakutim, the Kutis. Gleisha Malchus. In God we trust. Now says in Bibi we trust. There's all the dargas of redemption in one sentence. The Rambam is saying you don't have to have the whole redemptive process. It can actually start with the Goyal, someone who's on his way. We can recognize him on his way as Mashiach. Maybe we won't recognize him. We look back and say, hey, look what this guy did. That's pretty good. That's called Bavadai Mashiach.
Once this starts, can it be derailed?
There's all kind of levels.
Would it be derailed?
Again, there's Be'ita v'Achishena. If it goes Be'ita, we'll see all the levels. If it's Achishena, at some point, the God's going to interrupt it. It'll be derailed until there's one guy left who goes through the whole gauntlet. We don't know if you need all 4 craftsmen. Maybe Mashiach ben Yosef will be enough. Maybe somebody will say, hey, look at that, it's Mashiach ben Yosef, everybody. Let's go rally around that guy. Depends on you more than him. The brothers didn't recognize Yosef, but he recognized them. At the point where it's Be'ita, Mashiach ben Yosef will have gone through the whole spectrum and been realized as Moshe Mashiach. Which Moshe is Mashiach ben Yosef. He's Yosef. He's only called Mashiach ben David because he's Malchus Beis David. So that's why really the Schalta of the Geula never really changes. It's just the peripherals what changes. In the end, it's just Nishmat Moshe.
Yeah.
The soul of Moshe and the Slavish and the Talmud Chacham is all it is.
Quite a few options on the table.
But it's only one linear kav. It's just how far does it have to go before Mashiach realizes all these stages. If you would recognize him, he would be enough as Moshe the Talmud Chacham studying the Chacham of the world. Just like Moshe himself did. But God, he said to God, please send who you're going to send. It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. So then God sent David. And that wasn't enough either. So it looks like we need more than even David. That's why you don't have Mashiach until God commands him to have gone, and he went, and he arrived, and he was delivered. But it's still possible that you don't need that. You can just say Mashiach ben Yosef will redeem us, which is Moshe Mashiach, which is not a stira. It's just Moshe before Moshe realizes the end of the game. Moshe can come to godless at any time. If you would do tshuva and return to the Torah, as the pasuk says, tshuva is always an option. Rabbi Glazerson, circa 2014.
Rabbi who?
Glazerson.
Where does he say this?
On every video. Tshuva is the ikar. You don't wait for Mashiach to reveal himself. You got to do tshuva to bring Nishmat Moshe out into this galus. Them apples.
Who?
How do you like them apples?
Good. Novel.
Extremely novel. But not unprecedented in the psukim. No one ever thought to even look at the psukim. It's hidden in Zion itself. Isn't that great?
What would they say here? Lama. זה פשוט.
ויאמר אלי המולך הדויבק בי קרא להם כה אמר אדוני צבאות כינסי לירושלים וציין פני גדול. Right, so I have been zealous for Jerusalem. Let's see him Kina Gedola. Yeah?
Yeah.
I was like, what was the Lashon? I forgot to write down the Lashon. Bo Tzion Goyal. Bo Tzion Goyal. Alright, and here it is. This pasuk, the Vilna Gaon, says is Dafka a Chiddush in Kol HaTorah. This is Gematria. Ready? Kaniti Yerushalayim 570, 580, 616, 561, 1177. I think it's like the Gematria, Rabbi Hillel of Shklov, or one of those lineages. It's one of those things. Let's try this one. 30, 48, 156, 41024. Kina Gedola is Gematria Tzaddik. That's an important one, right? 156,
Which verse are you?
Huh?
Which verse are you doing?
Zechariah 114, yeah. Alright, so let's read. Let's go inside now. 14, right? Alright, 14. Bamar li malacha di malil ime isnavi umimor hidnan amar nights vos masfrea ana kornos rishlayim osion kina rabba. Okay. Rashi kinati letzion Mitpeira ana puranut din Yerushalayim min hamatzikim la. Right, ela puranut din Yerushalayim min hamatzikim la. So hamatzikim. So God's gonna get revenge on Yerushalayim, right? Anai Savos, that's shaykh to Hod. That's Hod, which means it's natural rebuke. It's not going to be rain and sulfur from heaven. Natural rebuke. This world will rebel against Zion. Anai Savos kinat Yerushalayim with Sion kina gedola. That's why. Where does redemption start? With Sion or with Yerushalayim?
Where?
How does redemption start? With Zion or Yerushalayim? We already established this precedent. Zion. How do I know that? Because Jerusalem is Kinat Yerushalayim. Zion is Zion Kina Gedola. Therefore, it's a greater Kina for Zion. And what do we see in the news? The Temple Mount creates all the more headlines in Yerushalayim.
Yeah.
Pitrono kaniti laomus bishvil Yerushalayim shafrivua asonanim. The loathing people of the nations I will get revenge on first when they around Yerushalayim. So it's going to be the umus. God's going to bring the keen on the umus shayach to Yerushalayim.
Shananim.
Yeah.
Going who are dressed.
Yes.
In place self-satisfied.
Inyan kas kamohem kanusi below el. Shanunim beloshin shanan v'sheket. Shanan v'sheket.
Like Beit Shan, quiet.
Yeah.
Relaxed.
Right. Bavor masha asu amin Yerushalayim v'siyam koyes ani abeh. So we're looking for the divine anger, right? Divine anger on Sion. Ze kina. So we learn a couple things from this pasuk. Mazeh kina, mazeh Sion, kina, kas, Sion, and kas, Yerushalayim. Right? So what is kas? It's when you lose your soul. You're nefesh. Why do you steal and all these things? I saw this in Mishlei yesterday. When you're, I will steal your soul when I'm angry because I'm losing my soul. Meaning the nefesh. My fluid goes out. Food, like you said, food and drink. Take away a man's food and drink, he goes nuts. Then you start getting into crime. So it's a divine anger. When your soul is in a sick state of being, your nefesh and your blood, that's where you get angry. So therefore, how is God going to arouse the nations onto Zion and Jerusalem? Anger. By bringing out the exploitation of the sick nefesh in the blood. What do you call that? Ishmael. Just like what you said, they're going to go in the base medrash, all these things, right? That's how you bring the end of days. Ishmael is the sickness of soul that when he gets angry enough, he will come on into Jerusalem and cause a problem on Zion. And there you have it. Boom, boom, boom. That's called Kina. Kina is that dynamic. basically when the nefesh is fighting for its life, and you're trying to take one's nefesh, and you rise up, and you're not angry, but you're jealous for God, right? That's what kina is. Zealot, a true zealot. So now, what is Sion according to this? Sion, again, is the mark. Right? It's the destination of man, the beginning of his end. And Sion is the sign of the Melech Mashiach. B'darga ot. Alright, next person.
What does it mean, b'darga ot?
I told you, Mashiach, Mashiach ben Ephraim, Mashiach ben Menashe. Tehillim 87:5.
How do you find these verses?
Okay.
87:5.
Yeah.
It's a small Tehillim.
Wait, it's not right. What did I do wrong here? It's not wrong. No, it says 87.5.
Yeah.
Well, that's not showing in my book.
Yeah, 87.5. Sion Yoma Ish. Yeah.
Why is mine's not? Oh, you know what? I remember. My numbering system in my Tanakh's wrong. I remember that. I made a mistake. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Let's see Yomar Ish Veish. Oh yeah, it's a famous pasuk. Yulad ba Vehu Konena Elyon. Here we go. So there we go. 5. Sion Yitamar David Malka Ushlomo Bare Yisraba Begava. You know what Begava is?
Gaiva.
No, this is a different word. I looked this up in my Mishnah class.
Which verse?
5. The uses the word Gava. It's tell what Gava means.
Is it
back?
Is it in verse?
Wait.
Ah, yeah, there. Gav.
Not with a bet. The vav. Gimel vav. It means like lashed on your back or laying on your back on the back of the room. It's a pasuk in Mishlei. So he's saying that Sion Yomar David Malka Shlomo Bare Yisrael Begava. It's going to increase in the back, in the back end. V'halalahu Yishachleina Le'ela. It's going to be like no one's thinking about it, and it's just going to happen. It's just going to happen. Here we go. Ready? Oh wow! See that? This is the source for Mashiach Menachem. Why is Mashiach called Menachem in the Sanhedrin 98b? Right. This is why. When they will come, Menachem LaHashem B'Tzion. So that's why Mashiach is called Menachem. Right. The comfort Zion, Shiloh, which is Moshe, Hananiah, Yinon, None, and Hananiah, is that right? Hanina. Hanina. So Yinon, Moshe Shiloh, right? Menachem is the Goel. Hanina and Yinon, I don't don't know. We'll see. All right, here. Menachem Hashem b'tziyom yomer lehem al kol echad v'echad zema osam shegalu v'mecha. We were told to say in Inyan Amar Achar Hamashaver Oimer Eskir La'ami Yehuda Yes Gedoylus Misrim V'Bavel Shehi Roya Masa Es Geduasam Hine Peleshit Vitzor In Kush Vine Shehem Smuchim L'Rav Bavel Manas Menasiyim Also Kula Oimis Oimer Malayim Zeh Yilad Sham V'Mitzrayim V'Bavel V'Tzion Yoimer V'Sheva Achazeh Shehu Akshav L'Rahav U'Bavel Yisov L'Tzion V'Alea Yiu Oimrim Ploni Yoyled Ba V'Sh Baruch Hu Yochena L'Mayla Mekol Iriot. So basically everyone's going to be Misyachis in Sion. So again, how's it fit the Aramaic? Sion Yisamir David Malka U'Shlomo Bare Yisrava Bagava Allahu Yishkolena Le'ela Hashem Yisam here Aval L'Tzion Aval L'Tzion Yamar Ish V'ish Yilaba L'Kama Chachomim Yuchol Adam L'Emer Shiyudo Ba L'Tami B'Kol Zmanim Yemsu Ba Chachomim Rabim Gedolim Bali Hashem. So basically Zion is never forgotten, is never without. There's always some kind of zechira going on there. The man of wisdom, of name, and the nations who relate to it. So that again explains why Yishmael wants Zion. It's just a Metzias. He understands on some level that's his yichus.
He really wants it.
Because it's his yichus. It goes back to Yishmael, and he knows that. V'hu yechonena elyon, kamohu elyon yechonena klomar, ha'el shehu elyon ala kul, v'hu yetzer kul ha'olim yetzer v'chanat ha'makam hazeh, v'shevach ha'kul ha'maklemis. Right? Because God created the world in the spot, Gufa is the place of the most shevach. O perush derech tefila ha'ir, hazois elyon yechonena v'yamida shnayim rabos. So I think we now know what number what this is. This is Sion is the great place / mark lefi kol nefesh shechai. Anybody with a pulse recognizes Zion as the spot. It doesn't have to be the Iker either. Ze hafuch min ha-ikar be derech klal. It doesn't have to be the Iker. Right? Zion is for Islam, it's not the Iker, but it's a thing. It's a zechira. Bechina zechira hu bevadai. Next pasuk. We got to do this one. Isaiah 2:3. So what we're seeing is that Zion is just the mark. There's no Mashiach without Zion. There's no Yichus without Zion. You're nothing without Zion. Anything you're trying to do without Zion won't work. Whether it's the Omus Oilam, Yichus, your name, your legacy, the Beis HaMikdash, there's nothing without Zion. At the end goal. If you want to do anything in this world and Zion's not in your plans, you're done. Again, that's how you know if Mashiach came. What's the one test? 2-3. Halachu Amim Rabbi, V'yomer lechu v'nala el hara ninai al beis Elohei Yaakov, Yereno midarcha v'nelcha ba'orchasav ki mitzion tetzei Torah u'dvar Hashem Yerushalayim.
Many peoples will go and say, "Come, let us go up to the mountain of Hashem, to the temple of the God of Yaakov, and He will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For from Zion will the Torah come forth, and the word of Hashem from Jerusalem.
Sagvin v'yamron asu v'nisak l'tor beis midasha d'Adonai the beis shikanta l'hei Yaakov oyaftinana ma'urchan d'taknan kadmohi unahach v'opan yiraisein, right? And it'll go out the opan. They use that word opan always, right? Uraisa ari mitzion tipu uraisa v'opan pit gama d'Adonai Yerushalayim. Again, if it doesn't come from Yerushalayim, it really doesn't matter. In the end game, if your message is from Sfat, it doesn't work.
Say again?
If your message is from Sfat, it doesn't work.
Yes.
If it's from Texas, it doesn't work. If it's from Albuquerque, it doesn't work.
Rome?
Even Rome. It has to be from Zion. It's got to be the Uraisa, the Upan, the word of God from Jerusalem. So it's got to be the Torah words and the study of those words, the actual word. It goes out, routed in Jerusalem, but from Zion. And that's the code. These are the conditions for Torah Mashiach. Now we know a new thing. What is the Torah of Mashiach? It's not a new Torah. The person himself will bring a great new Torah revelation. That doesn't matter. The Chiddush of the Torah of Mashiach is the conditions will be met that it'll go out from Zion. Even Shlomo didn't do it. That's all Torah Mashiach is. Nations, Jerusalem, Zion, words of Torah, the word of Torah, the Upan. When you have fulfilled all the conditions of the Torah of Mashiach, that's called Torah of Mashiach. It has nothing to do with big revelation and da-da-da-da-da. That's inachinami. Anybody can make a big revelation. That's not a Chiddush. The Chiddush is, can you do it on Zion? If I can make baskets in my backyard playing basketball, I'm pretty good. Does it matter? Ultimately, you have to get on a team. If you can't get on a team, who cares? You can write great letters, but they don't get published. Who cares?
That's right.
That's pasuk number 3. Let's see if it matches up. The Gra's got one of this. That's good. Let's read that. See, it's the eyes of the Goyim. It's always the thing. Teitzei Torah, Rabbi Yosef Karo, Russian Hoive. Rafishu Karo Beis Es Lafika Yikra Al Shemo Aval Abraham Karo Har Bahar Hashem Ira Yitzchak Karo Sadel Suach Kosadeh. Here's the source of Rashi. It says the 3 names of the Beis Hamikdash: a field, a mountain, a field, and a house. Again, it's conditions, right? And we said this bracha is the 4th parak. How do you have davening? Avram, Yitzchak, Yaakov. How to set it up? So let's see. Is Zion prerequisite a mountain? Yes. Is it Tarbias? Has to be. Is it a Beis Hamikdash? Yes. Is it a field? What is a field? Davening. That means there has to be words of Torah coming in and out. Thus, all 3 conditions must be met to be a Torah Mashiach. Now let's ready for the Gra. Ready? Amar Khan, Umim, Goyim, Va'amim. That's David Melech 101. There's 3 kinds of Goy. Umim, Goyim, and Amim. One has a God, one doesn't have a God, one is ambivalent. Words of David Melech. Kineged, Moshe Ksav, and Ila El Ahar, and Nenoi, Ve'el Beis, Elohei Yaakov, Ki Ami Ha'oretz Yavo, Rak, Lahakri, Korban, Ulofi Shalo, Haya, Bot, Yisrael, Nicholas, Nifnim Min Achayil Amar Kan Elhar Aval Goyim Balei Nimus Yevalu Lishmoa Es Derech Adonai Alpi Atayr Asher Yerucha B'Zeh Sheksav El Beis Elohi Yaakov B'Zeh Sheksav Yorona Yorna B'Dracham Hainu Torah B'Nelcha B'Orchosav Hainu Karbonos Inachinami Lo Echad Ki Pasuk Zeh Sharti Medasi Savti V'Hefik V'Ti Shai Eksuv V'Im Meruba Al Ksav Shai Eksuv V'Rosh Ksav Etzel Har Sham Shem Adonai Etzel Beis Shem Elohim Hainu Ki Adonai Kul Boy Oilam L'Vin Bar Abayis Kul Goyim Rishoyin L'Chnesh L'Shem L'Sham Alo Shem Elo L'Chnesh L'Shem. Here it is. The Gra says every goy on the planet could call Yud-Kei Vav-Kei by Yud-Kei Vav-Kei. Aval Shem Elohim Moira Al Mi Shemiyachin Shemo Alav Kamo Elohei Avraham L'Chin Abayis Afilu Koyin Ein Nichnes L'Sham Ela Lavoda. The Koyin can only enter to serve God. Don't come if you're not planning on serving. The goy is coming to call God by name. Don't come if you're not planning to do that. Each one will say to his friend, Hashem Yisbarach is here. Kim Etzion, Divrei and the Navi. The Nevuah is going to go out. Var Hashem, this is the Nevuah. Koshin Sav the Zoyer, the Pasuk Oirech Tzadikim. Oirechu is Kassia, V'derechu is Galia. Zeshik Sav and Nilcha, V'orchu Sav. Hainu Maiseh. HaMitzvahs. Sorech Lasos Es Kula Divrei HaTorah. Afil Achukim Shetamim Nistorim. L'Chin Amar B'Krusav Hainu B'Kula Krusav Aval. Yerim Adrachav Im. What's Mem Samech?
What's the sentence?
Im Mem Samech Miksata Torah Nigla Levad. Moach Stima. From part of the Torah that goes out. Kim and Sion Neged Ha'avos. In Yerushalayim Neged Imaus. Zeh Sheksav B'Midrash Devar Hashem Zeh Nevuah Devar Hashem Hu HaKates Devar Hashem Zeh Halacha U Nevuah Pi Shnayim Zoyer Neviim Train Inun Navi V'Choyze V'Hu Neged Dalet Imaus. So the Gula is going to start by returning to Zion with a Navi and a Choyze. Eliyahu a Navi and the Mashiach. So what is Zion? It's what we see. Zion is Bechinas Navi in Choyze Be'ayin Hagoyim.
What was that? Daled Imaus?
The four attributes of the kinds of Nevuah and Torah. Yerushalayim.
Imaus?
Yeah, Yerushalayim. The Avos are Tzion, the Imaus Yerushalayim.
Is that so? Who says that?
Ra.
On which
verse? Isaiah 2:3. So Zion is the prophetic marker for Geula Bevadai. How much time we got?
What time you
We've got at least an hour, haven't we?
Right.
What time is it?
5:50.
Wanna go? You enjoying this?
I can take 10 more minutes of this.
Yeah, we'll do one more project.
Okay.
Not bad, huh?
Very good.
Not bad. I will do a totally different one. I don't want to. Let's see who do we have here. Mostly it's Isaiah. He's heavy duty. So is Jeremiah, Micah, Stephania, David Melech goes Nadia Verit, Shir Shirim, Eicha, Yoel, Amos, Let's do Amos or Yoel.
Which Yoel is it? He's really apocalyptic.
Yeah, here we're going to do 2 Yoels, right back to back. Yoel 4:17, 4:17, 4:21. We'll close on that. Yoel 4:17, 4:21. Where is Yoel? There he is. You know you're doing something right when you're quoting Yoel. Alright. V'yadaktem ki ani Adonai Elohechem Sheichen B'tzion Har Kodshi. V'haisa Yerushalayim Kodesh V'zarim Lo Yavru Ba'od. 21.
Thus you will know that I am Hashem your God, who dwells in Zion, my holy mountain. Jerusalem will be holy, and aliens will no longer pass through her.
Shaykhin B'tzion. Alright, here we go. Ready? 17. Kamo Hektish Sha'asur L'Zarim Zarim Lo Yavru Ba'od L'Hara Lehin Kamo Sha'asu Ada Yoim Gam Shar Shalo Yipnas Zarim Yerushalayim Ki Tegdol Kedusha Salatid, because it's great Kedusha for the future. Kamo Sha'heichel Asu Lehikne Sham Yafil Yisrael Pandiyeh Kol Ha'ir Kodesh Shalo Yichnasu Bazarim Ma'omas Ha'olam. And that's in or where? The other Kiyani Elohim who showed from Siyam HaKodesh Yerushalayim Kodesh. There's still Yerushalayim. Yerushalayim Hachi Kodesh Hu Le'atid. So that means the reason why we don't have Jerusalem settled is because of the holiness there. We're not allowed to settle it. It literally cannot be settled until the end because of the immense holiness. It's not ready yet. And we don't live there yet. No one lives there right now. It's barren.
What does that mean?
Nobody right now lives in Jerusalem.
What does that mean? There are 1 million people living in.
No one's there right now. It's empty. He's hanging out somewhere.
Nothing. I don't know what you mean. Explain, please.
Jerusalem is technically uninhabitable right now. There's no official inhabitants of Jerusalem.
Official?
Yeah. Because of the innate holiness. Should they actually live there, it would be Gan Eden on earth. It's like water without a cup. There's no official achiza of any type of living anything in Yerushalayim.
What about unofficial?
Obviously, there's a million people there. But that's not called living. When I was a bacher, was I living in Sfat? No. I didn't pay rent, I didn't have a house, I had nothing. Is a guy sleeping on the curb outside, is he living in Sfat like you're living in Sfat? No. He's not a resident. That's why Ger Toshav is resident. He's a Darga. These are all Darga oats.
What's your source again? Say that again.
Jerusalem has such an insane holiness for the end.
Yes.
It's inhabitable until the end. Therefore, what they're doing there is they're basically arguing about who's going to live there today. Arguing about who's going to live there in the end of days. Always doing. You see, nothing good is coming out of Jerusalem. Why? No one lives there. There's no Yeshiva Das. There's nothing being built. Nothing. It's all preparation to the end. There's so much holiness there, there's no Keli to contain it. That's why it's Tohu Vavohu there.
And Sfat?
Sfat is a city. We're living in Sfat. That's why you're more productive in Sfat than Yerushalayim.
Explain this again. They'll say you're mad. They'll say there's 1 million people in.
They're not living there.
What are they doing?
Sleeping and eating there.
You
know what the word achiza is? Am I learning this base matters right now?
No.
No, I'm not. You're trying to convince me that I am. I'm not. I'm a passerby here. I have no achiza here whatsoever.
How does this non-occupancy of Jerusalem manifest itself?
Because the holiness is impossible to live there. Too much holiness. You cannot grab on to anything.
What about a child who's born there?
He was born there. He doesn't live there.
Right.
There's nothing to grab onto.
Right. Okay.
There's nothing to grab. It's too holy. If it's too intense, you have nothing. If you're not a Kohen, you can't live there. And whether kind of Kohen you are, you have to be serving God in Jerusalem.
Like, those people who are...
This is a waste of time. They're wasting their time. They think they're living in Jerusalem. When I go up to the Temple Mount, am I visiting the temple?
No.
No. But you can see how people would tell you, oh, you saw the temple today. No, I didn't.
Is it good that they're building in Jerusalem?
They have to. Remember, the first one up to Zion is the one that breaks the curse. They have to go there to do it. Rishon LeZion.
There's much more to come.
Everything is to come. They are only in the Dargah of Rishon LeZion. They are simply there with their knee pads and elbow pads digging ditches for the Mashiach to come go up on the temple. Isn't that amazing?
What about the light railway?
Nothing. That's a cargo route for coal miners.
See what you mean? Like a coal mine in a coal mine.
It's a Kiddush. No one lives in Jerusalem. You see when you go there, no one's doing anything.
He doesn't live in the coal mine.
No, but no one's doing anything there. Who's doing anything in Jerusalem?
There's no economy there. It's no money.
There's economy, but who's doing anything Kadusha? Anything? Nothing. There's nothing to grab onto.
Jerusalem has a chief rabbi.
Yeah, right. What does he do? Nothing.
And what about the Wailing Wall?
Nothing. It's a horrible place.
But this says the Shekhinah never will leave the Western Wall.
That's not what it says, That's not the Western Wall. There used to be an actual Western Wall.
Are you saying the Western Wall is not anything?
Absolutely not. It's nothing. It's a gimmick.
What about the chief rabbi of the Western Wall, Rabbi?
Don't start with it.
Are you serious?
Why would you think the Western Wall of prophecy is not that wall?
No.
It's a completely different wall. That wall's been torn down for a long time.
What does Clothing say on that?
Also, there's nothing Indian in the Wailing Wall.
So why does everyone go there?
Where else are we going to go? The rabbis of Oxford and Temple Mount. Where else can we go? They say it's only holy because all the prayers that we've cried into that wall. If you would cry into this table for 5,000 years, this will be holy too.
1 minute. That Western Wall is the remains of the second...
No, it is not.
Who says it's not?
No, everyone says it's not. That was built up at the end of the Byzantine Empire to reinforce the expanded Herod's Temple Mount when it was a landfill.
But the whole, from top to bottom, the whole 100 feet?
They expanded the Temple Mount in the time of Herod.
Who expanded?
Herod's people. Watch Rabbi Richmond's on my wall on Facebook. Watch it.
What would Richmond say about what you're saying?
He taught it to me.
He taught it to you?
Yeah, on the video on my wall.
What you've just, all this you've said, would anyone argue with you?
About the temple, about the wall, that's a known thing.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is a chiddush from here. People look like they're living in Jerusalem. They're not. They are inhabiting on a very surface level. They're not doing anything. They're being fed and propped. It's like, birthright tours. Are they living in Israel? And they come through for 2 weeks?
Yeah.
No, they're not.
They're not living.
Nothing. They're being taken care of. Jerusalem is one big taken care of project. No one is actually living there.
How does that differ from any other place in the world?
Maybe it doesn't. The point is there's an immense kedusha there. If you were to be the first Abraham to go now and be Mashiach and live in Jerusalem, you would experience the level of Kedusha of the end of days.
Did David HaMelech ever live in Jerusalem?
That was a different time than now. We're talking after the Churban. After the Churban, it was sanctified for the end. That's why Ezra, there was no Kedusha in Ezra's time. Ezra did not sanctify the Temple Mount. It was all rabbinic for this reason.